more new materials, not just using, something from Michael's. What is your opinion on using 3D printing and AI to help create the cosplays?
Dude, I totally forgot about those technologies too, but they're always like useful too because now I mean there's a thing called like molds, right? So it's like those like silicone things or something that you just pretty much pour like any type of content, resin, glue, clay into these molds to get the form of shape that you want for particular things. Well, now that shouldn't be the case anymore because now uh 3D printing is a thing now. So you don't have to mold anything. It just the computer just does it for you, and you could just like easily just print it on a 3D printer that just like can do anything. So I think that's very versatile and how technology advanced so much to like make something so easy that people could just use for different purposes. So that's helpful.
Having an edge in the cosplay scene and just making everything easier on yourself instead of just wasting all your time just sewing on this one thing when you could possibly create it with a 3D printer. Some people say in the cosplay community that it's considered cheating to use 3D printing.
That's
It,
what, yeah, a lot of people even say that pretty much it's the lazy way to do 3D printing. But honestly, like it saves so much time, you know? I guess just because not also a lot of cosplayers can't really afford 3D printing because 3D printing is like what, maybe around 200, $300, I guess.
oh wow.
So it's pretty expensive to even afford one. So, I mean, you could get those services off of like Etsy or somebody that could do it for you. Those are always like available if you don't have one. But I guess I wouldn't really consider 3D printing as cheating. It's just like an easier way to make really intricate objects that can't really be made like, I guess, or get the details that you want, like for per se, out of like foam, for an example. There's like no like interesting details on it, I would say.
Do they ban 3D printing from cosplay contests, or is it just like an opinion within the cosplay community sphere?
I don't think so. Not at all that 3D printing is like banned off anywhere when it comes to creating your own cosplay. People like use it all the time. So there's like no issue with that. I mean, for me, I think personally, I would definitely use a 3D printing if it comes to creating cosplay. It would save a lot of time and also like maybe like less waste of materials to make something that I really want.
If you have a way to be very efficient, why not take it other than being shamed for taking a technologically advanced and speed efficient way of doing things rather than wasting your time or you have to do something else. Say, for example, you're con crunching, you're trying to make, as say, for your example, 3 to 4 outfits, and then you need a prop and you can't create it by hand because you have a paper due tomorrow because you're in school or something. So you just hire someone just to create it through 3D printing, or if you have a 3D printer yourself, use it, which is very expensive if I recall having your own 3D printer.
Yep, and 3D printing is your friend. I would say that. I think it would be more useful that cosplayers should definitely use 3D printing. Save time and materials for sure.
Hmm. Most definitely. So you would advocate for people to look into that.
I would highly think so. I mean, I wish I could have enough money to even afford one myself, you know, but I mean, I have to like obviously save up money for that. So it's just I have to like buy the services myself. Like, if I don't have a 3D printer, I just go on Etsy, have somebody just like make it for me.
Hmm. Okay, Etsy, is your best friend.